Welcome to the Root Cause Revolution podcast with functional and integrative nurse nutritionist and energy medicine practitioner, Audrey Christie.
Welcome back to another Ask Audrey episode. Today we are diving into advice for someone on prednisone daily, 6 months of prednisone daily, and also questions about vitamin C supplements. All right, let's dive in. Welcome. If this is your first time listening, I'm Audrey. I'm a naturopath, a functional integrative nutritionist, and energy medicine practitioner. And in short, to sum it up, I help you heal. I help women heal from autoimmune disease, chronic illness, all those things that are nagging and just won't go away. I help you to rebalance your body, stop masking symptoms, stop fighting, finally get your energy back and live your life. All right, let's dive in. First question submitted anonymously, and it says, any advice for someone on 40 milligrams of prednisone daily? Side effects are no joke. I'm 6 months in. Whew, man. Yes. Prednisone is no joke. And prednisone is actually, it's an immunosuppressive drug that I'm kind of grateful for. I've had it used on me in the emergency room to stop a life-threatening anaphylactic allergic reaction. I've had to use it on my kiddos to stop a very aggressive immune reaction, in this case, an autoimmune disease. And sometimes prednisone is even necessary to save a body part, to save someone's life, or just to pause the cycle when the immune system is in a really hyper alert state. That's what it's good for, addressing short-term urgent issues, also known as acute issues. Now, unfortunately, most conventional medicine docs believe and would have us believe that an autoimmune disease isn't improvable or reversible, and that at best you'll need long-term medication. And very, very rarely is that the case. Really, really not rarely at all, or really not often at all. In the majority of cases with commitment, it's not easy. It takes work, right? From the patient or client to make progressive lifestyle changes. Autoimmune disease can be reduced or reversed, usually reversed. Now, if you don't want to make these lifestyle changes, then the alternative is chronic immunosuppression drugs like prednisone or other low-dose chemotherapeutic drugs, things like that. So when you take drugs like this, you are grinding your immune system to a halt, and it causes a whole host of side effects, up into including from people like dying from simple things like strep or the flu or any other underlying infectious disease, especially when people are prescribed long-term prednisone for chronic illness. And so that's why it's really, really important to consider the holistic picture and not just a singular system before consenting to treatment. So taking prednisone in the short term while you are looking for the root cause and trying to heal the body. And frankly, that goes for natural interventions as well, right? I won't harp on the subject too long, but it's like using lemon essential oil in your water to detox your liver every morning. Does lemon detox the liver? Absolutely. But taking a natural remedy and applying it to a particular organ is a conventional medicine approach. Plus, you're not considering the holistic and functional view of the body. So if you zoom out from the good you're doing the liver, you're damaging so many other organs on the way to that micro liver detox, right? So it's a whole picture situation. It's the same for medications like prednisone. They can be necessary and life-saving, but at the very least, they're overprescribed. And you have to be realistic about the consequences of the use and the long-term use of these medications. I see this happening frequently. And so you have to know that you are not alone. Okay. Prednisone, even when it's only used for a few days, causes breakdown in bone tissue. It takes months and months and months for the adrenal glands to return to normal just after short-term usage. And it can also fuel disease processes to start up or creep up in the body that results in all sorts of other symptoms, other consequences. So big hugs to you, number one. My advice, easier said than done, is to avoid long-term prednisone at all costs. It's raising your cortisol level, your blood pressure, and causes a whole host of other problems. So we have to work from finding the root cause of your inflammation, and we work to find that root cause, and we work from there. So when you have a big diagnosis where you have prednisone long term, you have to look at the risks and benefits of taking prednisone long term or getting off the prednisone long term in comparison and contrast to the lifestyle changes that need to be made. 6 months is probably too long to do some of the testing we would have done, but we can start rebalancing the body while you're still on the prednisone. But eventually you're going to hit a cap or a roadblock where that decision has to be made. Unfortunately, prednisone is so powerful. There's not a lot I can do naturally to combat the prednisone while the side effects of prednisone, I should say, while you're still taking the prednisone. Okay. So I hope this information has helped. Big hugs to you, and reach out if you have any more questions. I'm absolutely here to answer them for you. All right. Next question. What kind of vitamin C supplement do you recommend for acute illness or infections? There are so many choices out there, and there's often disagreements even in holistic groups. So it keeps me confused. Thanks in advance. All right. Easy peasy. Vitamin C is so easy. No matter what dosage of vitamin C you're using, it has to be liposomal vitamin C. If it's not liposomal, it's just creating expensive pee. For adults, I generally recommend 1,000 milligrams twice a day for people who are not sick, up to 2,000 milligrams 3 to 4 times a day at the first sign of illness. Now, vitamin C is excreted through the kidneys, and so you will pee out, to put it crudely, anything that you don't use. It's really, really hard, if not impossible, to overdose on vitamin C. What you might notice is that you have to pee a lot, right? And that might be a sign that if you're just in the bathroom all the time to urinate, then that is a sign that you might be taking too much. If you are acutely ill, it may not matter. Now, a lot of us already know the benefits of vitamin C, both in our diet and supplemental form. And it might even be the first thing you reach for when you feel a cold coming on, because it's an antioxidant and it really boosts your immune power. Okay. You can get vitamin C through your diet, but doesn't mean that because you're eating or consuming vitamin C that it doesn't mean that you're able to put that full use in your cells. So regular absorbic acid vitamin C is what you usually find in those really inexpensive powders, tablets, or capsules. And it's water soluble, which means that it's absorbed in water, and our bodies do contain a lot of water. So it's kind of like barking up the right tree, but we need the antioxidant, the vitamin C, to get in the cells. And our cells are made of lipids or fats, right? And as we know, oil and water do not mix. They repel each other. So that generally means that a water-soluble vitamin is not absorbed very well into our cells where it is most needed. Okay? So I would use the liposomal vitamin C. It's still absorbic acid. It's just encased in a liposomal form or surrounded by a fat layer that allows it to access the cell easier. It's far more absorbable, far more bioavailable in the body. And as a supplement, you get more value for your money than a water-soluble formula. You can go to audreychristie.com/fullscript, set up an account if you're a member of the paid membership, Root Cause Revolution membership, or the free membership, Women's Wellness Circle. Then I can set up a discount for you, and you can get that supplement for a really great price, practitioner grade supplement. And it will help with your skin health, your heart health, your immune support, mood boosting, all kinds of things. Those are all the questions we have today. If you would like to submit a question, head over to audreychristie.com/questions. Drop that question in. You can leave your name or you can make it anonymous, and I'll get it answered on the show. These questions were from about 2.5 weeks ago, so we're a little bit behind. So if you have a need, then the best way to reach me is to head to the website and grab yourself a little mini case review. That is all for today, friends. I will see you. Wednesday, we are talking about, this is Friday, Ask Audrey Friday. So the next episode will be on Monday, and it is about releasing trapped emotions. See you then.
Thank you for listening to the Root Cause Revolution podcast. Be sure and subscribe on your favorite podcast provider. Ratings and reviews are always appreciated.